Today we're going to talk about love stories in the Bible. We want to learn a few new things in order to improve our life. Be with us, Yael, please. So the story we'll start with is the story of Samson and Delilah, a story of temptation and death. Samson, turns out he liked Philistine women. He had a few Philistine women before Delilah, but it says about Delilah that he did love her very much. The Philistines, who were afraid of his great strength, tried to persuade Delilah to find out what is the secret of his great strength. And eventually he revealed to her that the secret of his strength is his hair. She cut off his hair. They caught him and put out his eyes, and then he stood between the two pillars of the temple and brought it down on everyone who was there. What does temptation mean in this story? Meaning, we're distancing from the story itself, and you're asking me about temptation in general. What is it? Yeah, every time I'll take elements from the story. I don't know how many elements you can take from the story because the entire story is a secret. And to start playing with it the way it's customary in Hollywood, that I won't do. Okay, so lead us where you want to. I have no place to lead you to. It's, in general, we can't touch the Torah, approach it this way, referring to it as a novel or something erotic and so on. You have to understand that here we're talking about the secrets of nature, the exalted and profound laws of nature. It's something very deep. And I can't talk about it this way. But if you're asking regardless of it, in a second, but what secret of nature is there in this story of Samson and Delilah? The extent to which a person who wants to correct himself, his egoistic desire, to correct it so it won't be for his own benefit, so it won't be egoistic, but so it will be in order to bestow to others, and that his attitude towards others will be only for the benefit of others, so by that to reach the revelation of the Creator, for the benefit of the Creator, to allow him to reveal himself in all the creatures by it, the extent to which that person exists in a very non-simple system, and the extent to which he is not always capable of making the right calculations. And we're not talking about someone who's a hero in strength, but in spirit. Samson, he was a judge, and not a simple person. And to be on such a degree in Israel, it's not a simple person. It's a person who is in attainment, and the Torah in general speaks about people who are in attainment, or about a person in whom such forces are revealed, that he himself is in attainment, and his own spiritual forces called Samson and so on are revealed in him. And even Bilam and Balak and Delilah and all these names, they speak about systems which are a person's internality, because everything is actually included inside a person. So how does a person discover inside of him these forces called men and women that they're as if called by these names, and how he arranges them and connects them and everything in order to give contentment from himself to the whole of humanity, and through humanity to the general force, the Creator, which is then revealed in humanity, and that is the purpose of a person's work in this world. What is that system called men? Men are those that can draw the reforming light, which is called Torah. And therefore men are called those that study Torah. What does that reforming light do? The reforming light, it's a special force that's called light. This is how it's called. It's not the light as we understand it, the light of the sun and so on, but it's the force of giving, of bestowal. When it reaches our will to receive, our egoistic desire, then it corrects our desire for it to entirely be in bestowal, in order to bestow and giving. Yes. And what is the system called the female system? The female system is the system of the will to receive, of the deficiency. Therefore, it's called nukva in Hebrew, coming from the word nekev, puncture. That it's necessary to correct this desire for it to work in order to bestow. Therefore, the nukva, the female, in order to correct it, you need a male for him to draw the reforming light upon her, and then the nukva will be corrected by her connection with the male. That by that they become spiritual spouses, two forces. It's not something bodily.